Hello and welcome to my backyard. Today I have a few of my favorite holistic health habits and tips to kind of combat seasonal affective disorder or like winter blues, or just kind of feeling down and sluggish and not motivated, especially if you've spent a lot more time sedentary around the holidays. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first tip is find something to do outside. Get as much time outside as you possibly can. And this is because the sun needs to hit our skin at least for an hour a day. And I know it's really hard to do in the winter. So sometimes that can look like sitting in a sunny window or just going for a nice car drive with maybe, sorry, there's a guy like that's running by my neighborhood. Going for like a nice drive outside. Because we absorb vitamin D through our skin, and that comes from the sun. So naturally, when we're spending more time indoors during the winter, because the days are shorter, they're colder, winter weather, whatever, like it's just not as sunny and we're not outside as much as we are in the summer, you may notice that you feel just like unmotivated, like more sluggish, more tired, and just like blah, honestly. And I kind of feel like this a little bit right now because I was sick last week and I spent a lot of time indoors. I was more sedentary. So a couple of my plants needed to be repotted, and I figured why not come outside and do that, because it's January and I'm literally in a t-shirt right now because I think it's like 40 or 50 degrees. Like, it's so warm. Which, random side note, I feel like a northerner now because I can just like handle a lot colder of temperatures than I used to when I lived down south in North Carolina. I feel like my body's acclimating to being up north and in Pennsylvania now. But anyways, so yeah, that's my first tip. Get as much time outside as you possibly can. Aim for 30 minutes to an hour a day. If that's not possible and you just get like a couple minutes here and there, like whatever, fine, get what you can get. And if you live somewhere like more northern in the northern hemisphere where the days just like are basically non-existent, you're not getting a lot of sunlight, maybe look into either a vitamin D supplement or eating some foods, which I will put up here, that are high in vitamin D, so your body can kind of absorb that in a different way. Totally didn't mention this a second ago, but vitamin D is an essential nutrient for metabolism, for mood, for energy levels. So if you're not getting a lot of it, you're probably feeling like crap. Here we have Bella showing us another way to get that sunlight on the skin or on the fur is by sitting in a sunny window. Sometimes I like to do this when it's really cold outside or I don't feel well, I don't want to go outside, etc. Also, she's just so cute. Look at her sitting in the sunny window. Alrighty, folks, next up on the list is kind of something split into two things, but making the bed in the morning prevents me from getting back in the bed and being lazy, and just leads to a fresh space. And in this next clip, you will see me and my husband taking down our Christmas tree and our decorations. And then after this, we cleaned and organized the whole living room, because I find that a decluttered environment and decluttered space just leads to clearer thoughts. And because it's cold outside and we're spending more time inside in the winter, it is the perfect opportunity for that cleaning or organizing project that you've been putting off. And take a peek at Bella in the bottom right hand corner watching me sweep. She's just too funny. We all know that exercise is good for the body. It promotes weight loss, but it's also really good for the mind because of the dopamine and other endorphins that are released during exercise. This is going to look different for everybody. Some days I lift weights, some days I do yoga. I also love to go for walks. So any form of exercise that is going to be good for your body is also going to be really good for your mind. I love going for walks because not only are you getting the exercise in, but most likely you're going to be getting some sunshine hitting your skin. And if you have a pet, it's the perfect excuse to get out and get moving. Something else to keep in mind is the diet. So what you're eating, with an emphasis on anti-inflammatory foods. When we're eating foods that cause inflammation in the body, it can really affect our mind because of the gut-brain connection. So basically what that means is whatever you're eating is affecting your emotions, in summary. So with that being said, something to look at in your diet is the source of fat that you're getting, with an emphasis on omega-3 fatty acids, healthy fats. So your brain is actually made up of a lot of fat, and the myelin sheath, which is like the coating that protects like where the nerve endings meet, is made up of fat. So nourishing that with a healthy source of fat is going to, over time, most likely really affect the mood. So sorry, some good sources of omega-3 fatty acids are going to be fish, like fatty fish such as salmon or mackerel. If you don't like fish or you're plant-based, another phenomenal source of omega-3 fatty acids is going to be something like chia seeds or flax meal, flax seeds. These are really easy to add into smoothies, to put on a topping for like a bowl that you're making. And what I'm making right now is actually oatmeal, and I'm going to put some of this on my oatmeal. But other anti-inflammatory foods, my top pick is definitely going to be berries. My rule of thumb is berries with breakfast. I love berries so freaking much. Berries. So like blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. So I'm gonna make a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. I'm gonna put my berries on top. I'm gonna sprinkle some chia seeds on top. I'm also gonna put some cinnamon because it helps with blood circulation and blood sugar levels, which you need to get blood to the brain. So a lot of things that are anti-inflammatory, which will help boost your mood, really just boost your overall health. And if you're feeling good and you're feeling full of health and full of energy, that's definitely going to have an impact on your mood. And that's something that I personally notice so much, is when I'm eating really like processed, fried, fatty, packaged foods, I feel like crap. I feel just not right and not good. But I was telling my husband Carlos, I think yesterday and the day before, I went to the store and got some more berries because I was out, and I was telling him, like, I just feel so charged up and so energized when I'm eating these berries and I'm eating these anti-inflammatory foods, that I feel more clear in my mind and I feel good, like I want to do something. Other anti-inflammatory foods are spices, especially something like turmeric. Turmeric is kind of one of those like everything, it's good for everything, but it's really a powerful anti-inflammatory. It has anti-cancer properties, stuff like that. So if you like turmeric, it's something really awesome that you can use the spice to sprinkle on stuff, or you can use the root in like sauces or add it into juices and smoothies. And then also pungent herbs. So that's going to be stuff like garlic and onion. Those are really good for digestion and for the liver, which in turn is good for your circulation. Like, everything is just connected. I'm learning everything is connected, and just the more fruits and whole foods that you can eat, the better. All right, one last thing to consider is herbs. So herbs are gentle and tolerated by most people and can be very beneficial for the mood and for cognition. A few that I recommend are going to be, the first one is Gotu Kola. This one improves cognition, and it's actually given to children in India before they go to school in the morning because it helps boost cognition and boost mood, and it's very subtle. And this is a herb that's kind of new to me, and when I drink this, I just feel laser focused, but in a very calm way. So I like this one. Another very common herb is gonna be lemon balm. So lemon balm has a very mild lemony scent and taste to it. It goes really nice paired with other herbs. And this is like, let me reference my notes. It improves cognition and mood, and it's good for when you're just like in a funk and you feel like you just need a little bit of like an uplift kind of a thing. Also, by the way, all these herbs are caffeine free, so they are safe to consume morning or evening, because if your seasonal affective disorder, depressive type of moods are also associated with anxiety, things that are stimulating to the nervous system may amplify anxiety. So for that reason, the herbs that I'm recommending are going to be more gentle and caffeine free. This one right here, chamomile. If you've ever had tea before, you've probably had chamomile. You can get it anywhere. You can get it at Walmart, literally anywhere. This one, though, I definitely recommend for the evening times because it has a very calming effect on the body. I love to drink this before bed because it really helps me sleep well and just feel very like calm, and like my muscles feel relaxed, and it smells and tastes really great. And then one which I do not have is holly basil. That is also really, really good for uplifting the mood and just calming and balancing the body. And all of these herbs taste great by themselves or together. I like to brew them as a cup of tea and add lemon and honey. That just makes me feel really good. And then, like, you see all my herbs are in these big jars. I buy my herbs in bulk. You totally don't have to do that if you don't want to, but it is very inexpensive. If you go to a natural food store, a place that sells like crystals and metaphysical stuff, oftentimes they'll have these like really big jars of herbs that you can buy like per ounce, and they are very, very, very inexpensive, like a couple dollars or less for like a big thing of herbs. But if this is not accessible to you, or you don't really want to do that, you can totally just get like regular bags of tea and just look for maybe something that's like a sleepy time tea, or something that's a calming tea, or it has one of these herbs that I recommended. Like I have this one right here, which is a chamomile and lavender, super calming and relaxing, great for the evening. Yeah, so these are gonna just be something extra that you could add into your routine. Maybe if you're already eating these anti-inflammatory foods and you're already getting your exercise and your space is decluttered and you just kind of want to try something new, give herbs a try. It's something that I've really, really gotten into probably in the last 2 or 3 months. And something fun that I've been doing is making my own herbal tea blends. So absolutely be on the lookout for that. I don't know, I never thought that I would do something like this, but the more that I learn about how beneficial these herbs are and how they have like multiple uses within the body, like I just want to share my herbs. So I've been making herbal tea blends, and I'm going to be like packaging them and stuff like that soon. So that's really exciting. A random side note, but yeah, give herbs a try.